the spaces and how it contributed to you better understanding the psychological traits
Yeah.
of the character and
Yeah.
how perhaps it informed your performance.
Yeah. Yeah, I did actually in real life worked at the hotel, not as just as a chambermaid, but as a hostess
Okay.
when I was 16 years
Oh
old.
my God.
And I remember the feeling that I was in paradise, but locked. And that feeling, that you have, because I was born in Acapulco, so I was working in a hotel in Acapulco. The view was beautiful, but I always had the feeling that I was trapped in paradise. Like I couldn't touch the sea because I had to work. I couldn't, but I saw it and it was beautiful, but I couldn't get out of there. So that sensation of I'm in a good place, but I'm trapped. I think that sort of helped as well my understanding of, because this is a really luxurious hotel, and the rooms are perfectly done and the atmosphere is quite elegant and everything, but you're still trapped. You can't get out of there. So that sensation of being in a place which don't belong, but you have to be there, but it's at the same time it's nice and clean. I don't know. It's that's
It's like being a child in a toy store and your
Yes.
parent tells you can't touch
you can't
anything.
touch anything.
It makes no sense.
And the toys will never be yours. And it's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Before we continue with this, your breakout is in Jorg Paris Solano's La Tari.
La Tricia.
Yes, and this was a well-traveled film. It did.
Yes,
It
that changed my life. I mean, that man, I love him so much, and I always said to him, whenever I get my first award, which I did recently, I said, I'm going to thank you openly because, he gave me the opportunity to be seen. And also Lila saw me in that movie and she remembered my face and then she called me for a casting because of that movie. So, and because of that film, it has given me...
And there's also a little bit of a thematic connection, I think, in terms of characters sort of like inhibiting two worlds
Yes.
where they have to work for like...
For-
Yeah, so I was wondering if you were able to go and take particles of that role and sort of like, were you thinking about that role in junctures?
No,
Okay.
not at all. Whenever I get a role, I always think, how does the role speak, moves, and it does have to be different in a way. I know they're similar in the sense of, contention and complex as well. But I always think that there's always has to be something unique about each character. They can't all talk the same way. They can't all move in the same way, even if they're like sort of the same, soul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of coming from the same
Yeah.
cloth. So what I particularly like about this film is and in your character is how she accesses different goals and in a sort of stratosphere where there's different set of ambitions. I was talking to your co-lead Teresa Sanchez, and she sort of like gave up on the 24-year-old version of herself
Yeah.
in order to protect herself and sort of like find a space where she's okay with continuing in this profession. Your character is escapist
Yes.
in different junctures, in different minute moments. And we see her in this vacuum where she has to give up on dreams for a better life, but then she sort of like reappropriates and gives herself that space to sort of like fantasize.
Yes.
I was wondering when you're filming and when you're getting more and more clawed into the character, how you related to those different sequences and like if your empathy grew for the character or how did you relate to those aspects?
Well, when I read the script, I saw it clearly that she had a personality, definitely. And apparently, she's shy, apparently. But little by little, you're discovering her you know, how to say, the colors, you know, the true colors, and it varies, and that's what I liked it, because that made it really human. I mean, we have our personality, of course, but you know, at times we laugh, at times we're angry, at times we're crazy, at times, you know, even though if you are in a shy person, you have your moments of everything, you know. And that's what I really, really liked about it, because when she gets angry, she really gets angry and gets it dressed and done and everything. And she has a decision power. She took a decision after she didn't get what she wanted, because she worked really, really hard. And it was unfair that she didn't get what she wanted, because, you know, she did work for it. And when she got the notice that it wasn't going to be her, she actually decided not to continue, you know. And that, I think that was strong for me. I thought, this is a strong character that has personality.
Is it a false sense of freedom to have mini victories like she does? There's moments where she, you know, she finally I'm going to do a spoiler, but she purchases a Tupperware. She makes an exchange where she gets rid of a negative sentiment in order to include something that might be positive about her son's future.
And priority, I think. It's about priorities, when she realizes that all she was working for, because she does work hard, because she has an aim, which is to have a better quality life for her son, to pay, you know, the babysitter, and then when she doesn't get it, I think she realizes that what matters the most, and it's not the dress. It's her son, it's her life, it's, you know.
Talk about the creative collaboration with Leela.
Wow, it was amazing. That part was really nice. I mean, for Leela,
she had been working on it for a long time, and imagine
she's this chambermaid, honestly, because I didn't have any training properly. So when I met her and I saw the research that she had done and the whole, she knew what to do. She was another chambermaid, basically. So I had the director that could tell me, no, the pillows doesn't go that way. The pillows should go like this. And then, you know, get the thing done and do it like this.
The broom, yeah.
And then, no, you have to do it slower. Or you have to do it faster and faster. So she knew exactly what she was doing. So I trusted her so much. And we always say to each other, you were the actress for me, and I was the director for you. Because yes, of course you can know the craft, but you have to trust that the other person is going to be a fast learner, because it's the research, it's hers but not mine. But I had to be the executor. So
but there's like what's great about your character is that velocity between being super demanding when she picks up the CB, and the way she speaks in that CB, it's almost like it's military precision. And it's a job that requires a dexterity that's inhuman in a way. And I thought that was so interesting how where there's moments of reprieve where your character belongs to her own world, and then within a drop of I thought that was really, really peculiar and interesting. Before we started this interview, I was saying congratulations. 2018 is like it's like a tremendous outbreak year for you.
I still it still doesn't hit. I mean, it doesn't.
What are you looking for in terms of after an experience like this, which it's a really complex, multi-dimensional character? What are you looking to explore?
I think I'm looking to explore intense characters as well. Complex characters, something that has something to say about society, that makes you, rethink why are we doing what we do. I'm so passionate about acting, and I respect it so much that whenever I get characters like this, I think this is why I'm an actress. It's my craft. It's my way to say, I'm gonna give every single organ of my body into this, and I keep on preparing myself as well to be able to do that. So.
And do you do theater work as well, or is it just strictly film and TV series?
I think theater in Mexico for me, it didn't quite open up.
Okay.
because it's a very small circle.
Uh-huh.
But cinema, however, it was like film. It was like, come here, this is your territory. So, and because I started with La Tiricia,
Yeah.
so it sort of went, one after the other, and then it took me here. And I think, to me, filming, it's my passion. If you tell me between theatre, film, or television, I would say film, no doubt.
Great,
So,
great. So we'll be
so,
seeing you at maybe TIFF again,
Maybe,
or at film
yeah.
festivals in Morocco. All right, we're looking forward to the progression of your career, and the Chambermaid got picked up in the U.S., so we'll be seeing you
Yes, of
in
course.
I think February or something like that.
with a better look, I
Yeah.
promise.
Okay. There you go.